Hi guys, it's the Millwall Tube here, and this is our post-match thoughts video for the 1-0 loss against Huddersfield on Saturday / our Leicester fan score predictions. I'll save my Leicester prediction for the vlog tomorrow, so let's talk about this Huddersfield game, shall we? Gotta say, it was very similar to the Rotherham game in the sense of, it was just two really rubbish teams going at it, but we definitely did not deserve to lose the game. In my opinion, I thought Huddersfield were no better than us, to be fair. In the first half, we missed 2 open goals and 100% should have had a penalty, but of course, we all know in football, when you don't take your chances, it does come back to bite you in the arse, and that's been a very common theme in our most recent games, hasn't it? And, unfortunately for us on Saturday, that, biting the arse come in the last kick of the game, and, we are now fucked. Of course, it seems like Neil Harris is, our new manager bounce under Harris has now expired. We're only 2 points off the drop zone, and tomorrow we're playing top of the league. All I can say is God help us. Come you Lions.
Hello Millwall Tube, this is my post-match analysis of the Huddersfield game this Saturday. Right, for a change, I'm not going to have a go at many of the players. I don't think the players played particularly bad. I don't think the defenders had a bad game. I thought the midfielders were winning the balls, coming straight back at Huddersfield. I didn't think any of the players played particularly bad. But what I am going to say is, sorry Neil, but I don't get your tactics. Dying minutes of the game, all right, the young lad was probably tired, who we took off, but bringing on another defender to let us, and then all of a sudden, Huddersfield need to win that game. There's 4 points difference between us and Huddersfield. And he puts on another defender, and then we're just playing deep in our own box for the last few minutes, plus extra time. And lo and behold, Huddersfield have the opportunity to score. And then bringing on SA and someone else like in the 90-odd minute. What is the bloody point? The last minute of extra time. What are you playing at? I haven't got a clue. I think now it really looks like we are Division 1 football again, which is sad because we haven't had it for a few years, and I must admit I'm not looking forward to going back to Division 1 football again next season. But sorry Neil, I blame you for the result, and now I think it's going to be very difficult for us to stay up. But renewed my season ticket as I always do. Come on you Lions.
Hi Millwall Tube. Reflections video for this afternoon's defeat, surprise, surprise, at John Smith's JFK, wherever Huddersfield play these days, I don't know. Right, let's start off oddly by saying I've supported Millwall all my life. There's never been a serious question of me ever supporting anyone else. They are my team, and I'll support them through thick or thin. But let's face it, this is becoming supporting them through thin and thinner. That again this afternoon, for the 1000th time this season, was rubbish. It was absolutely awful. It was Tom Tit. It was every single thing you could think of saying, but half decent or half good. And the worst part of all, yeah, you guessed it, Huddersfield. They weren't any better. That was two teams who look as if, well, really it looked like two teams who'd already been mathematically relegated, and they were just kind of going through the motions. We had a couple of half chances in the first half. As I recall, there was one that could have gone in. I'm not sure whether it's Fleming or Obafemi who got the final touch, but it went wide. They had one good chance which looked more like a back pass. I think of the stuff I could have been doing this afternoon. I could have been watching traffic go by. I could have watched paint stay wet, and I chose to watch that load of absolute bollocks again. There's no new manager bounce at Millwall. It's just a spiral of doom. Spiral of doom and gloom. Well, we got left now 5 games, and we've taken 1 point out of 15. 1 point from 15 after such a promising start. And this would have happened under any of the 3 managers this season. And more than any of them, I point the finger at Rowett, because the spine of that team still is. Yeah, I know you can say they're also Neil Harris's. Yeah, they are. But he got out, I think, because he saw the writing was on the wall. And clearly, well, it sounds a bit sadistic to say this, really, and small-minded. But if we do go down, I hope we take Birmingham with us. But back to today, I suppose I ought to pick a man of the match, but there ain't no man of it. Well, yeah, this is going to sound really odd, but I'm giving it to Sarkic for the save he made, which led up to the goal. That was a great save from the corner. Guy was unmarked. And what a pity, what an absolute pity that none of our defenders thought it might be a good idea to react before that geezer came in and headed in it. And what a time again to lose that game in injury time. But you could just see it coming. It's so in Millwall. As I say, I had hair when I started supporting that club. I didn't have grandchildren. I didn't have any any great-grandchildren, step-grandchildren, whatever you want to call them, bless their sweethearts. I was just little old me and grew up with them. And I'll always support them. It's in my blood. What isn't in my blood is seeing a team that is so just lacking in the basic fight. And that get in there, which has always been Millwall. I don't give a whether they do triangles, whatever, but just put some fight into it. Don't go down like bleeding lilies caught in a... Oh, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Just put some fight into it. Don't be like fading violets. Have I just made another one up there? Yeah, I probably have. I ain't bothered. I really ain't. I would love this season just to stop tomorrow. Not because of where we are, but because it has been so fucking depressing. It really, really has been so depressing. As it is, we ain't got too much further to go now. I'd love to think it'd be a Millwall thing to do by beating Leicester on Tuesday, but I think they'll just tear us a new one. We'll do the same thing as we've seemingly done under Neil, and that's just sit back and defend. They'll realise that's all we can do. They'll have realised that already. And they'll come at us. Then we'll be forced to come out once they score, and that could really be bad. That could be as bad as the Ipswich game. I can't think of anything else more to say. I'll just turn into a ranting git again. Right, signing off. Come on, you lines. Blimey, that night went quickly. I'm Millwall Tube. Predictions video for the aforementioned game on Tuesday against Leicester City. This is really, really hard to do, but I think we're really going to get turned over. I really hate doing videos like this, but I've gone over in my mind now so many times, but I can't see anything other than against Leicester, certainly us getting beaten. One of those morale-sapping defeats like we had under Rowett and Joe Edwards. And I think we'll get beat 3, and that's being kind, 3-0. And we might pull one back. Let's go for a really random goal scorer. Let's go for Ryan Longman again. He always seems to get in the team, doesn't he? Millwall 1, Leicester City 3, and our run-in, I really have got a bad feeling about now. The games I thought we would win, we've lost, and we've really thrown ourselves into the mire. Come on, you Lions.